Can't hear you.
Right. Yeah. We have a very high-tech studio here. Scott, can you turn off your thing? This is the same thing that happened 2 years ago. Scott, can you turn off the? Okay. Although this year, I will say that I have some people here with me in person besides, although I am missing having my sons here. They were here with me 2 years ago because of the silver lining of COVID. I haven't started my official speech yet. It's coming, and I apologize for the wait. We're going to go live on Facebook. Okay, we're live on Instagram.
Instagram.
Going live on Facebook. Okay, so we're live streaming, and now I have to find my speech. It'll be just a minute. We are a grassroots bootstrap campaign, as evidenced by the fact I didn't pull up my speech yet.
It's endearing.
Some will be a little bit repetitive from my toast. Okay, can you all see me? We're on Facebook. We're recording. That light's a little bright. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all for being here. My name is Lisa Reynolds. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a mother, a pediatrician, a legislator, and an activist. And thank you, voters of Oregon House District 34, for making me the Democratic nominee to represent in Salem, this beautiful part of Washington County. Yay, we can cheer. I have a sound effect thing. My campaign and I have loved talking to you on the phones and at your doorsteps, and I'm grateful for your support. And thank you to my opponent, Jennifer Kinsey, who ran a positive campaign and who is doing such important work as a public defender helping youth and families. I am here because the work and the generosity of so many people who have been alongside me in the journey I set upon back in the fall of 2019. Way back then, I knew that having a healthcare expert in the legislature would have an impact. And my prime motivation to improve Oregon's frayed and inadequate behavioral health system was informed by my brother's illness and my patients' difficulties in accessing care. And that was all before COVID. I have so many people to thank. I've already singled a few out earlier tonight, so I'm not going to go over that again. But really grateful for everyone who's here with me in person, who's here on a Zoom room with me, and the over 100 people who volunteered to help make tonight possible. I'm grateful for your belief in me. Thank you for opening your calendars, your wallets, and your hearts in order to send me to the legislature. This is work that I truly find rewarding, and I feel like I've been called to do. My expert and my passion have guided me in my early legislative career. But I do want to talk a little bit about before I ran for office. About 7 years ago, I joined Moms Demand Action, which taught me 3 things. There's a strong sisterhood in fighting together for what's right. And it's important to show up for those who are suffering. And political organizing takes hard work and commitment. But guess what? It really works. And I applied these principles in the legislature, where in my first term, we passed Senate Bill 554B, Secure Gun Storage, known as the Cindy Ewell and Steve Forsyth Act. It's an issue we've all worked on for years. By all, I'm pointing to people in my Zoom room and in my actual room. And housing, the legislature has taken a stand in halting eviction, is working toward a day when we have housing for everyone. I know it all feels too little, too late, and at too much expense, but progress is being made. And the 2021-2022 legislative session is transforming childcare and behavioral health in Oregon by rethinking the very giving of that care and devoting unprecedented resources. And in these rooms, I call upon my expertise and my passion. I share my brother's story as I advocate for behavioral health services, I describe my patients' experiences as we craft legislation on adolescent suicidality. I teach my colleagues about trauma-informed approaches to children so that we can ban the expelling of kids from preschool. I treat others with respect as I stand firm in my pursuit of my North Star, to make Oregon the best, the safest, and most equitable state in which to grow up. And so my priorities going forward, this is all a little longer than I thought, should come as no surprise to anyone. I will be at the table to make sure that Oregon creates the behavioral health system that its people need. I truly believe we are on the cusp of something great, including a revolution in the current care system for children and adolescents. I'm working with pediatricians and psychiatrists who have vision and plans that literally give me goosebumps. And we know every parent wants to do their best. How can we as a society best help them achieve this? We are knitting together a strengthened net of services to support parents from the prenatal period and onward, and gun violence prevention. We know our country is awash in guns. Gun sales and, yes, gun deaths rose precipitously in COVID, and gun violence is now the #1 killer of kids and young adults. We're looking upstream, making meaningful, proven investments in our communities. Let's really try to dissuade folks from ever picking up a gun. And of course, we will take action on ghost guns, the untraceable, undetectable firearms whose components one can buy online or print at home, evading the ever important background check. The evil of white supremacy, of domestic terrorism, is at the core of so much violence, including gun violence. And of course, we must think about the tragic shooting 3 days ago in Buffalo, New York. We need to hold those who stoke this violence fully accountable. And as a white person, I vow to amplify the counter narrative, to celebrate the rich and growing diversity in Washington County, in our state of Oregon, and in our country. And we must all denounce the supremacist agenda that is horrifyingly growing in popularity. Body autonomy. We need to preserve the agency that people must have over their very being. I am proud that Oregon is a beacon. It extends a warm welcome for those who travel here for abortion care and for gender affirming care. So we have a lot on our plates, folks, and it starts with keeping our state legislature, our governor's office, and US Congress in Democratic control. This means continuing to activate our sisterhood and our brotherhood in doing good work, in political organizing, in order to stand with and help those who are suffering. See, all I really need to know, I learned through moms. So thank you, thank you. We must celebrate our wins and take a few days off, but then we need to be back at it. And it's the honor of a lifetime to be in this work with you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, all right. All right, Lisa.
Thank you all for being here tonight, and thank you all for being on this journey. As I've said, oh, we're still on Facebook. I'm going to go off Facebook, but really, and thank you for joining with me this evening. Especially nice to see the kids, Bobby and Alan, from a whole other time zone. Ronan's been here from near the beginning. Sarah and Brandy. I'm just listing people, Patty. As I was telling the crew earlier, I couldn't have done this without all of you. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening.
All right.